Welcome back to the channel, it's Andy. We're back with FM23 and IFK Goteborg, and today we have a big mountain to climb. It's the second leg of our Europa League playoff tie. We're against Trabzonspor. We are 2 goals down. We lost 3-1 in the first leg in Turkey, and we've got to turn it around at home. If we win, we'll be through to the Europa League. If we lose, we'll be down to the Conference League phase. So a big game today. We need to overturn this 2-goal deficit and try and get through, and we'll also see who we'll be facing in the next round of the competition, whichever one we're in. We're also going to have a look at how the other Swedish sides have been doing in Europe, and we made a few transfers in the transfer window that has just closed this past summer, so we'll go through those players that we brought in as well, including a very good looking South African. So that's the rundown for today. If you enjoy the videos, drop a like, leave comments and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on, check out the second channel down below. Let's jump into the video, shall we? So yes, last episode we had the first leg of this tie. We lost 3-1 in Turkey against Trabzonspor. Didn't really get going. The end of the game was good. We got a late goal, but 3 goals conceded, not good enough. Just really poor, really poor. Off camera, we did get a 2-0 win away from home against Nordic, and it was 1-0 after 26.5 minutes on Drake setting up Olivieri for his 22nd goal of the season. The lead was doubled after 72 minutes, and it was Erik Alstrand making the run and finding the goal to make it 2-0. A pretty routine win away from against Nordic, getting ourselves the 3 points. Good result. That has kept us ahead of Malmo. They do have a game in hand though, so they are 4 points behind us. But we are doing well on the goal scoring front. 49 goals scored and 15 conceded is good, but not as good as some of the other teams. So we went through a couple of transfers last time, including the sale of Christian Blikstad to Dortmund, £11 million for an 18-year-old that we signed for free from a Norwegian semi-pro side. I also showed you the free transfer Gustav Nilsson, the centre forward, just to give us that alternative option up top. He's had a couple of games off the bench, but hasn't managed to get a goal for us just yet. So on to the other signings that we have made, and we will start with this centre forward from Panama. This is Daniel Torres. He's 18 years old. He's gone back on loan to Veraguas, but yeah, he was brought in for a free transfer from Panama and looks pretty good. Physically, he's good. Good finishing, good carry with the ball. He's decent off the ball as well. Got a bit of potential about him, so we'll see if he can develop into something really good. Carmelo Mercado, another centre forward. Not great in terms of the finishing, but physically he's improving. He's Bolivian, and he has come from a club called Jorge Wilstermann. £450,000 we've paid for him. He's very brave. Finishing is 12. Physically, he's pretty good. Patrick Boucher is a 18-year-old midfielder that's come from Giel, a side in Belgium that are semi-pro as well. Really good dribbling, great first touch, physically not too bad, bit of potential about him, and a very cheap deal this one, just £19,000. Adama Diarra is a promising midfielder. He's come from an Ivory Coast club called Stella. He's only 18 as well. £39,500 the fee for him. Really good first touch, great decision making, some decent stats in there, and again a very cheap deal. Denis Flojancic is from Slovenia. He's only 17, but got great passing, got some really good attributes in there. His balance is good, physically he's good. I like the look of their signing. £200,000 from Saarbrücken, a side in Germany that are in the 4th tier. Mirko Sakard is a player that's been on our radar for a long time. He's a really good looking striker from Switzerland. We've signed him from Young Boys. £700,000, a steep fee for an 18-year-old, but he's someone that's been on my radar for a while. Again, dribbling's good, finishing's not too bad, passing's good, flair's good, vision's good. Looks like a really solid player going forward. He's wanted on loan, so we might go out. We'll wait and see what happens there. Fernando Serna is an 18-year-old midfielder who's come from Recreativo. £105,000 for him. Again, first touch is good. Mentals look really solid. Physically, he looks good. So again, you know, not all of these players are going to be amazing. Some of them, you know, have got some real promise and real potential, and they're not all going to get to it, but we've got some real promising players here. Jaume Zagala is an 18-year-old defender from Spain, from Aguilas, and he has cost us just £100,000. Not great technically, his marking's good, but he's not great in the air. Although he is 6'6" with 18 jumping reach. It's just a shame that his heading is only 8. But he's very brave, he's very determined, and yeah, again, don't know how good he's going to be. He's 3-star current ability already, but only 8 heading and only 10 marking is not ideal. Eugen Hupperts is a Dutch centre-forward who's gone on loan back to Sundsvall, but he's been signed for a free transfer from MVV in the Eerste Divisie in the Netherlands. Hupperts has got good finishing, very determined, great flair, decent composure, so some stuff we can build on here definitely. Yassine Sakin, another Dutch player, a bit more of an attacking midfielder. He's 18. He has come from Willem II on a free transfer. Again, great first touch. Technicals look pretty good. Some decent mentals in there as well. Sebastian Castro is a midfielder from Peru. Again, technically doesn't have amazing attributes. He's a bit more of a defensive midfielder, but he's very brave. He's aggressive. He's got great teamwork and work rate, and physically as well, pretty good. £750,000 from Cesar Vella, who again, it's quite a bit of money, but we have this money to spend. We've just made £11 million on an 18-year-old, and some of these players we can sell like that as well. Mario Panaite is a goalkeeper from Romania. We've signed him from Kindia Târgoviește, £600,000. Hopefully he'll progress much like Kevin Tapia has. The 19-year-old has played a couple of games for us. And then lastly, we have our South African that I mentioned, Retabile Matsie from Kaizer Chiefs. It's a £400,000 fee. He's 18 years old, and already look at him. 15 dribbling, 16 finishing, pass is not bad, technique's good. Physically not too bad, fairly quick, work rate's good as well. I got the feeling that this guy's going to turn into an absolute star for us. He's very promising, and he's already playing for the under-20s for South Africa. He's got some goals. I'm sure he'll be not far away from the first team. I think Matsie could be an absolute star for us in this save if we can keep hold of him. He looks really, really good. So that's kind of where we are at the moment. As you can see, Olivieri, top scorer at the moment with 22 goals. Berg's got 9 assists, so he's doing well as well. But we have got a big game up next. It's Trabzonspor at home. We are 2 goals down after the first leg, and we need a huge performance here for us to get through to the next stage of the Europa League. Otherwise, we're going down to the Conference League. Abdullahi is still injured with his calf strain, so we are going to have to go with this 11, which isn't a bad 11 at all. I think we'll go Kuzu alongside Hagen because they play pretty well together. Remember as well, we have Ondrejka back on loan from Inter Milan after his loan in Italy finished. So Ondrejka is back with us, and he's not been doing too badly either. And actually, I'm going to swap Bungsbo for Kalle Johansson because Bungsbo has not played as well recently, and Johansson just gives that edge of experience in that back line. And I'm going to start Anders Tronsen in place of Larkesh as well because Larkesh hasn't been doing great recently either. Okay, here we go. Second leg against Trabzonspor. Our European form has been a bit mismatched recently, a bit inconsistent, but hopefully in this second leg we can turn things around and get through to the Europa League phase. It's a 4-2-3-1 for Trabzonspor. Trezeguet on the bench, the former Villeman, and let's see if we can get off to a good start in the second leg and get a nice early goal and really try and turn around that deficit. We're 3-1 down and we need to be doing well. We're starting with balance today. I just want to see how this game goes before I start committing to, taking a few more risks. We will have to take some risks today. We're 3-1 down. We're going to have to do extremely well. Here's Roquinha, who was one of the best players on the pitch for Trabzonspor in that first leg. And here's Abdulkadir. And I don't know why the player there did not try and win the ball. He just ran straight past. Here's Serkan. Trabzonspor starting this game very much the same way that they started the second. Roquinha with a shot, Roquinha with a goal, and that is the worst possible start. We're inside 5 minutes, we've conceded, and we're now 4-1 down on aggregate. So that is the worst possible start. Serkan holding it up well, goes to Abdulkadir. Basakitas with the control and lays it off for Roquinha. And it's a nice finish, but not the start we wanted at all. I'm going to go positive because we do need to take a few more risks today. Possession is a little bit more in Trabzonspor's favour, but we have the ball here with Elias Hagen. Here's Ondrejka. Can we get into this game? Kalle Johansson with the ball to Hagen. Here's Kuzu. Olivieri. Hausner. This is good. Nice build up here. Here's Kulikov, and Kulikov's got to score that. He does. Is he onside is the question. I don't think he is. Referee's considering the situation. I think we have got VAR we've got to check here. Let's see what the decision is. It's been given. It's 1-1, and we're level on the night, but we are still 4-2 down on aggregate. Let's see the replay then. It was Sebastian Hausner with the assist. Great first touch by Kulikov, and he beats the goalkeeper. And we've equalised on the night. I'm going to go for a fire-up shout, and we have a kick-off or highlight immediately from kick-off. I think we're going to see a few more goals in this tie. A few more. Quite a few more. We're 50 minutes in. It's 1-1 on the night. There's been 6 goals in this tie so far. And I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up looking at a good 10 goals in this tie. I really wouldn't. Here's Tronsen to Elias Hagen. Ondrejka. This is really good build-up. And Olivieri's away now and he's headed it. Oh, and it's just wide. Oh, and another big chance there. Nissen. This is an exciting game so far. We've got a lot of work to do, but I'm pleased with what we're seeing so far. That's really well won by Ondrejka, but then he's really messed up the pass there. And now Bakasetas with the switch to Roquinha. And he's been a real nuisance on that left channel for us, or against us anyway. Here's Abdul Kadir. He's going to shoot from there, isn't he? He is. Oh, and it's off the post. And again, great work there by Johansson to win the ball before Bakasetas. So, you know, this has been an exciting game so far, but we're not seeing enough goals. We need a couple more just to level things up. We've got a corner kick here, though. We're half an hour into the game. Feels like a lot longer, but Ondrejka with the corner kick. And it's going to come back to him here. And he can go for goal, and it's Diagna! Is that going to count? I don't think it is. Was it? I don't think he was offside. Unless Ondrejka was offside. Let's see what the decision is here. It's a goal! We're 2-1 up on the night. It's now just 4-3 on aggregate. Ondrejka with the corner kick. Chetin with the header in the air. It comes back to Ondrejka. And Taha saves it, and Diagna scores to make it 2-1. So we're ahead on the night, and one more goal will mean that we are at level pegging, 4-4. And Tronza's got a throw here. We could square this up before half-time. Here's Elias Hagen. The home advantage is really playing into our hands here. Hagen's shot is not really going to threaten. But this is a very different team to the one that played in the first leg in Turkey. They look really ready for this. And they very much were not ready for the first leg. But this is a good performance so far. We've still got a bit of work to do. But I'm pleased with what we're seeing so far. Here's Diagna. Ondrejka. Kulikov's through here. Is it going to be the goal? Yes! Is it going to count? Again, this is the third goal of ours. And they've all gone to VAR. Was Kulikov offside there? I don't think he was. He wasn't. It's 3-1. And just like that, after 37 minutes, we've overturned it. We were 1-0 down as well. And 3 goals without reply means that we are now at 4-4 on aggregate. And Kulikov's got 2 of them. What a time for Kulikov to actually start hitting some goals, because he has struggled this season. We'll go into the second half, and hopefully we can continue to get some goals and get ahead. Because if we win this tie, we'll be through to the Europa League phase. 8 games in the Europa League. And if we do go out, then we'll be in the Conference League, which is not a bad thing. Like, I wouldn't mind some Conference League football. Might give us a chance to get a bit further in the competition. Diagna, the header goes in, and we're ahead in the tie. It's 4-1, and it's 5-4 on aggregate. Hausner has had one of his best games in the Goteborg shirt here. He's been amazing, and the cross finds Diagna. Diagna heads it past Taha, and for the first time in this tie, we're ahead on aggregate, 5-4. Diagna. Staying on that left-hand side here. Oh, and he's lost the ball to Abdul Kadir. And here's Selke. And Selke has put it back to 5-5. Is it going to be another VAR decision? It is. This is the 4th VAR decision of the game. But I don't think there was anything wrong with that. There wasn't. It's been given. It's 4-2. It's 5-5 on aggregate. I said there'd be 10 goals in this game. And there may well be more to come. We've still got half an hour to go. But Selke beats the goalkeeper. And it was a misplaced pass in midfield from us there. Poor play by us. Tronsen trying to win the ball. Diagna takes over. That's good teamwork there. Kuzu to Kalle Johansson. The long ball looking for Olivieri, but won't find him. I think we might need to get another player in midfield here, because we are losing that battle. And Bakasetas has scored. And Trabzonspor are in front again. It's 4-3 on the night, and they now lead 6-5 on aggregate. This is a whirlwind of a game. Roquinha to Bakasetas. Great control with the left foot. Beats the goalkeeper. And we're back behind once again. Let's make some subs. We're 64 minutes in. I'm going to take off Olivieri. I'm going to get another man in midfield, because I think we need that extra man in there. It's going to be Ulstrand playing kind of as a roaming playmaker. Just, you know, have that middle of the pitch. Ondrejka is going to come off as well. Peñalosa is going to come on. Just keep it fresh on that right-hand side. And we're going to try and control the game a little bit more here. And the game is really slowed down now. We've just got 10 minutes left. And it's not looking good. Kuzu's going to come off. Kolander is going to come on. Tronsen's going to come off. Larkesh is going to come on. That is one more change we have to make. We're going to go very attacking. We're going to go direct, be more expressive, and just really try in these last few minutes to get that last goal. Just to try and force extra time if we can. But the highlights have really died down since they got back in front. They've defended well. And we've got just 3 minutes of normal time left to go. And it isn't looking good. But we've got 4 minutes of injury time here, which are quickly going away. And after a great second leg, it's not quite going to be enough. That's a real shame. We win the game on the night 4-3 on aggregate. We were 4-1 up as well. We were actually ahead for about 7 minutes. But unfortunately, the 2 goals in the second half for Selke and Bakasetas mean that Trabzonspor will go through 6-5 on aggregate, even though we won the second leg 4-3. But you know what? That's because we just were really poor in the first leg, so they deserve it. Trabzonspor deserve to go through. And, you know, if we deserved to go through, then we would have done so. But unlucky just to fall short like that. That's a shame. That's a real shame. But we'll be in the Conference League. We've got 6 games in the league phase. And I feel that we can go quite deep in the Conference League. We fell a bit short before. We lost to Pogoni from Poland. But I feel that we can go a little bit further in the Conference League and get through to like a quarter-final or an round of 16. I'd be happy with that. Okay, we've actually got to our next game against Värnamo. And we don't actually know who we're going to be facing yet. We are in the Conference League, aren't we? We're just lost in the Europa League, so surely we're dropping down to the Conference League. Well, I decided to play the Värnamo game just so we could get to, you know, seeing who our Europa Conference League opponents are going to be. Pretty routine win. It was 3-1. Melvenberg scored inside 8 minutes. 4 minutes into the second half, it was 2-0. Nilsson played and set up Ondrejka to make it 2-0. Ondrejka's first goal since returning to the club. With 10 minutes to go, Bergström got a goal back for Värnamo to make it 2-1. And then what a moment. I brought on Mathieu for 20 minutes on his debut, and the young South African only went and scored and made it 3-1 in the 88th minute. And it was Larsen who set him up. Mathieu on his debut gets the goal. Malmo remain 4 points behind us, but they do still have a game in hand. Alright, we've got a slight problem here. So it's asking me to register players for the Conference League. So I go to respond, and there's no registration page. So we're kind of stuck at the moment. I've got to work out how to fix this because I actually can't continue the game without submitting a squad. And I can't respond. I guess the only thing left to do is see how the other sides have been doing in Europe. So we'll go to Malmo and see how they're doing. So, of course, they got to the final of the Europa Conference League last season where they lost to West Ham on extra time. Won the league, so they are in Champions League qualifying. And they actually defeated Pogoni 5-0 on aggregate, the Polish side that knocked us out of the Conference League a couple of seasons ago. They then took on Apoel of Cyprus in the next round. They lost in Cyprus, but they won the second leg 2-0 at home, so got through to the playoff, where they took on and beat pretty heftily Basel 6-1 on aggregate. So Malmo are through to the Champions League phase. So they've gone very, very well. Looking at some of those games, they might have a chance of getting through to the knockout playoff round. I guess we'll wait and see. Now, of course, because we won the Cup, we were in the Europa League. We do have the Europa Conference League here, the league path. We'll have a look at the fourth qualifying round. Hammarby, unfortunately, went out to OH Leuven. They lost 2-0 at home, so not a good result for them. Djurgårdens, however, are through. They defeated Honka, so Djurgårdens will be through to the Conference League phase, along with us, at the very least. We drop down to Q2, so Hammarby also defeated Latvia's Valmiera. Djurgårdens defeated Piast of Poland. And then in round 3, Hammarby knocked out Rakow of Poland. And Djurgårdens defeated Vålerenga of Norway. So we do have 2 sides in the Conference League phase, including ourselves. And Malmo are through to the league phase of the Champions League, so they've done very well. I do need to try and work out how I can continue from this page because I can't register my squad, and that could be a problem if I'm not able to do so. So I'll have to exit and go back in and see if we can fix this, and hopefully we can, otherwise we are stuck. Anyway guys, that is going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave comments and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on. Check out the second channel down below. I'm hoping next time we can get some Conference League games in there. That's as long as we can get past this screen, because at the moment we're a little bit stuck. We didn't get the result we wanted against Trabzonspor. We won the second leg at home, but unfortunately aggregate score was 6-5 to the Turks, so we didn't quite get through. But we have got Conference League football, and hopefully I can get past the screen and we'll play some league games next time. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.